Hello internet friends, I'm Ryan and this is Demos in the Dark, and tonight we are looking at a new one from Rainger FX. This is the DFST-1 Stealth Fuzz. The DFST-1 Stealth Fuzz is the next in the line of Dr. Freakenstein Fuzz pedals from Rainger FX, many of which have been featured here on this channel. I love and collect Rainger FX Fuzz pedals, which is kind of weird because subtlety is not in the Rainger recipe for anything. And they've been known to kind of get away from you. And this one will also just get away from you and kind of do its own thing. And you can either follow it or fight it. And I'm a bit of a control freak. So this is, kind of like therapy for me. But I do really, really enjoy these pedals a lot. This has the same fuzz structure as the previous Freakenstein Fuzzes, but it has some very cool upgrades. First off, the other Freakenstein Fuzzes are very large. This is very small. And the stealth name comes from the fact that it kind of looks like a stealth bomber. It is all black. I imagine it's incredibly hard to see on your screen right now. Some other features that they've added. You now have a choice between an envelope mode as well as a modulated mode. And we'll go through that. That's very cool. There's a pad on here as well. So you can use instruments other than guitars. You can use line level instruments. On the back, there's a CV input, so you can use this with your drum machines and Euro rack modules and things like that. Otherwise, it's got some of the great overtones that the Freakensteins are known for, as well as the really, really cool gate. And in the manual, it says that this is a great pedal for, let me quote it, extreme rock usage or techno. And I thought, I don't do any of those things. So I'm going to attempt to tame this in a mix here on multiple guitar tracks, bass, a little bit of keys, then come on back here and I will attempt to explain what this thing does while it's doing it. Let's take a deeper dive into the Stealth Fuzz from Rainger FX. But first, I'm running an Abernethy guitar Sonic Empress into a Benson Amps Monarch reverb, but none of that matters because this pedal totally takes over everything. Your guitar is not recognizable, your amp is not recognizable, but these sound really good though. All right, there are a ton of controls on this little tiny pedal right here. So I think the easiest thing for us to do is take them one by one so we can really get a good feel for what each individual control is doing. And the first one we're gonna look at is a switch between the two modes because that is the big difference on this. You can switch between an envelope mode as well as a modulated mode. And the modulated mode is controlled with this speed dial right here. But let's just flip between those two so you can get an idea of how they differ. So in the envelope mode, we can actually change the sensitivity of the envelope itself with this awareness knob right here. So let's mess with that a little bit. Mode, which is kind of a step mode, you can change the speed of those steps with the speed control right here. We got it going about as fast as it's going to go now, and we'll slow it down a little bit as we go along. And then up top, we have the altitude, and this controls the high-low ratio in both modes, the modulated as well as the envelope. So let's mess with that a little bit. overtone control, and this is the thing that makes these pedals very, very unique, is this overtone. And we've had it pretty much sitting square in the middle, and let's turn it in either direction and see what that does for us here. Next thing we have here is the silence, and the silence is a volume control. Everybody knows what volume does. Down below, we have a pad control, and this is for using instruments other than guitar that have higher output volumes, like a synth or something like that. I find it can be kind of fun to mess with on guitar as well, so let's do a little bit of that. So you have it. That's just a brief look at the DFST-1 Stealth Fuzz from Rainger FX. What a cool pedal. They're all cool. All of the Rainger pedals are cool. And I like this one a lot. It has a lot of really cool vibe to it. And I love the way the fuzz of the Freakenstein Fuzzes sound. So you gotta like that. If you don't like that, then you're not gonna get into any of them. I happen to really enjoy that sound, which is why I'm a collector of these pedals. So thank you, David Rainger, for sending this over for me to check out, and thank you for your time.